In this particular demonstration, we're going to see how you can use some of the editing tools within eCopy PDF Pro to manipulate a document to your choosing. So you'll see you have a number of options up here to use and utilize when working with PDF Pro. In this particular case, we're going to run through some of these and give you an idea of what those actually are and how they're actually going to work. If I go into comments, and again, as I say in just about every one of these notes, the hardest part of the product is understanding where these options might have been, especially if you're used to a different product such as the Paperport product. If I go to standard tools such as highlight the area, cross out, underline, those are standard tools. If I want to go to cross out, I can simply go here and I'm able to cross out my data. If I want to change that, I can simply go to underline and I can select for data to be underlined. You'll notice that over here is more of a quick hit tool, and I can see some of my more commonly used or my most recently used tools. I have my cross out and my underline here. If I go over to my draw tools, you'll see I can create a line, and that can be of any direction. So if you want to make something in that regard, you could do that. And if I go again to draw tools with my oval, and in here I'll create an oval, and if I double click on the perimeter of the oval, you'll see I can make a call out box, and that is date stamped with my username and when this was done, and you can put a note in there. So there's all sorts of ways to really manipulate and make the document edited into what you need that particular document to be. I can make a polygon line. By double clicking on it once I've completed it, and you can see I can also make a rectangle or a cloud here. And this, if I create the circle and I hit that, double click on it, on the perimeter of it, you'll see I can do a call out. That's actually a call out for my cross out of the line here. You can see the colors match. And all these will translate when you save this PDF and you send it over to its recipient as well. So you'll have all those ways to modify these PDFs and edit them into whatever format, into whatever file format you need that to be. In this demo, I'm going to show you how to use the redaction tool. The redaction tool can be used for various functions. In this particular case, we're going to use it as a whiteout function to pull out or white out words that we may not want to have included in the text. So this is a simple function, and as with many of the features of eCopy PDF Pro, the hardest part of doing it is getting a hang on where it is. And if you're familiar with older versions of the product, that might even be more so true for you, as you might have been familiar with the same function found in a different location or under a different titling. So in this case, redaction is found under Document. When I go to Document, I have a number of options which include redaction. I'm going to show you a couple different methods to do redaction here. First will be mark redaction. What happens when we do mark redaction? You'll see that I now have the option to peruse my document here and select what I would like to have redacted. And anything that I'm going to have redacted, you'll see will be highlighted in red for me to do. So in this particular case, I've got two pieces of sample data that I am choosing to redact, and I can simply apply my redaction to that, and you'll see the redaction has been applied and the data has been removed. There's a couple different options that come up here. When you're redoing redaction, you're actually not simply just whiting out, you're removing the data, you're scrubbing it off of the form. And that's what these text boxes will show to make you want to see if there's any other data there as well. So now this data is removed from the image. I've whited it out. What you'll notice is that was white. And you might be thinking, well, how did that happen? Well, if I go to my redaction one more time and I go to Tool Properties, the very first thing that you're going to see is that I can select a color. And in this particular case, I have chosen white. If I had chosen orange, for example, we'd see a big orange line. So I'll do that real quick. And you'll see I go here, and I'm going to go ahead and apply my redaction. And I've now made a very pretty orange line in the middle of the image. The other type of redaction I'm going to show you, and I'm going to go back to selecting the white because I think that is probably a much more common use in your particular examples, is search redaction. So documents in eCopy PDF Pro can be searchable, and when they are searchable, I have the ability to perform redaction off of them. You have options here, whether we're looking for patterns, particular words or phrases. You can do it within a current document, an entire PDF, an entire folder if you choose to. So you have a lot of options here on how you do that and where you're going to retrieve the images. If you wanted to search an entire file folder, for example, you could do that. In this case, we'll just do the single image, and I am going to do redaction on anytime the word Johnson appears. You can do match case, match whole word only. So there's a number of ways to do that. I'm going to search. It only found one particular instance of that. I will check that, and I can make selections for redaction. And now, just like beforehand, I have to go back and I have to apply redaction. So once I hit apply, the image, the contents to that document are gone, and we can move on. Let's actually take a word that might show up a couple times. So if I go here and I go back to my redaction tool and I go search and redact, I will go ahead and hit a new search. Let's search for the letter 0, or the letter O, I'm sorry. Search and redact. You'll see a number of instances where we will find the letter O in this particular case. So let's now have the option, we'll go ahead and stop that search. Now let's have the option to select various redaction areas where the letter O is found, and you'll see when I select that, that pulls that out, and I can now redact those words with those particular search, with that particular search criteria there. So the redaction piece in your particular world is used in reference for whiteout. A couple news things to note here, and something for you to keep in mind, is you must go to Document, select Redaction. You can mark Redaction, which is a manual approach where you're able to use the document on, or peruse the document on your own and select where you'd like it to go. Select your redaction tools, mainly to select it as white. By default it will be black. And then search and redact. And after you've done all of your redaction and you found all of the data you want to pull out or white out, you hit apply redaction. And you must do it in that order. It won't just happen. You have to enforce that rule. And the reason there is because once it's redacted, it's gone. It's no longer a part of that document. It can't be pulled back. And that's why we really force that apply redaction tool there as well. Hi, in this demonstration we're going to see how you can use eCopy PDF Pro to convert images to various file formats, some of them being Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel, which we'll do in this particular workflow. So here I have my PDF. I've opened it in eCopy PDF Pro. One of my toolbars, one of the mini toolbars up here, is what looks like a stop sign. If I hover over the Convert PDF, I will be able to simply select the file format I'd like to use. In this particular case, I'm going to convert this to a Word document. Then I have, similar to when you print a document, do you want to do the whole document, a page range, where do you want to store this? If you have a sync with Dropbox, for example, or maybe SharePoint or Evernote, you can identify that when you do this conversion, and it'll put it directly in that location. I'm going to keep a copy local here. I hit OK. I will see a location for where I can put that particular document. So I'm going to save this particular document in this particular file folder and hit save. You'll see the conversion is happening now, and it won't actually open up the document itself. It will store that document directly into that particular file folder. Now if I go back, and I have an output folder, which is what you saw where I had put this document prior to. And within that I had scanned a Word sample. You see I made it on today's date, and when I open this document, you'll see I have done a successful Word conversion. This document can now be edited, moved around, done whatever we need to do with it, and if I need to put it back into a PDF, I can simply use the toolbar within Microsoft and do the PDF creation as well. If I would like, I have a document here as well. We'll go into our demo files and select an Excel sheet that we might want to convert, and by doing so, opening up this Excel sheet, I'll bring this view over. Just like with the Word conversion, I can hit the stop sign and select that I want this to be an Excel spreadsheet the exact same way as it was before, only now we're doing a conversion to an Excel. You'll save it, you'll select where you'd like that document to be saved, you'll do the conversion, and then here again we have the ability to go to our folder where we have our images being stored, and the job that I just did is right here. So it's very easy to quickly and effectively do a file conversion with eCopy PDF Pro. You'll see here's our Excel spreadsheet that we created from the PDF, and here we have the same options to create this and convert this to a PDF through our Nuance PDF email for our toolbar, and we can email that, do our settings as well if we choose. So you have, again, even further settings on how you can use eCopy PDF Pro outside of the application and within, embedded into your Microsoft applications. So just to quickly review as I go back here, the stop sign demo is what I like to call it. You go to your stop sign, you select your file format you'd like this to be, and you're able to quickly and very easily, just as if you were hitting file print, convert this image to whichever file format you might like that to be.